So, but Black Powder eventually will actually separate away from the camp. He'll use the excuse if need to use the restroom or something. And he'll go out for a while and eventually kind of fly up into a tree branch because he has wings.
Yep, he can do that.
He'll spend about 15 minutes just crying. And then because I bought it off, he will be writing something.
Nice. Very nice.
And when he returns, he won't say anything, but he'll go over to Frankie in Black Powder's body. He'll just open the coat and stick whatever he wrote into the coat and just walk away. Not saying a thing. Away.
Well, Frankie would try to stop you. Like if it was that obvious. Black Powder, wait.
What?
Were you really going to kill that boy?
He just smiles and kind of pats Frankie's cheek. Doesn't say anything.
No, be honest here.
I look around at the rest of the crew who's nearby.
I mean, I agreed to help you to get this treasure. But I remember, you can't just be killing children. And you said you killed his father.
Walk with me and we'll talk.
Okay.
And then I'll take Frankie for a walk. I can't exactly talk freely in front of the rest of the crew, Frankie.
Okay, then talk with me. Be frank with Frankie. Come on.
I was never going to kill the lad. I have an image I have to maintain in front of my men, Frankie. If I don't, they'll slaughter all of us. Because if they see weakness, someone else will try to take over. It may not seem like it, but I'm trying to keep people safe.
We've been through so much together, all of us as a group.
I know.
We all honestly care about you.
I have no intention of hurting the boy.
Because if all of this is just for selfish reasons, whatever you're doing for yourself.
I mean, it is selfish. Coming out looking for treasure, it's been a lifelong goal. That is selfish. I need to do this. For myself. I take no pleasure in killing people. I never have.
Either.
There's an exhilaration knowing that I survived. They didn't. But it doesn't mean I enjoy it.
Don't you think the rest of the group deserves to know the truth here?
I thought I was pretty clear before we came in. If things go to
so.
plan, no one needs to get hurt. I don't like that man died on deck, but I gave warnings. And he lunged at one of my crew, and they fought back. So I'm not going to apologize for that happening.
I don't ask you to apologize. I just ask you to tell them, the rest of the group.
To tell everyone else, I would have to get alone with all of you at once. When I'm in charge of a 50-man crew, that's not possible most of the time, Frankie. I have to maintain an image. I have to be cold. I have to be calculated. I have to be ruthless. That's what those men who have put their lives in my hand expect from me. I have a responsibility to them, to be their captain. I can't continue going off and having private conversations with these people who they don't really know yet, because then they'll start getting suspicious. I'm doing the best I can, but my hands are tied.
They deserve to know the truth.
I would love for them to know the truth, but the fact is, I can't tell them safely, not en masse. I am trying to keep people safe, Frankie, and the way to do that is by holding a face. I was never gonna hurt Jimbo. Before I met you and Tori, he was the closest thing I ever had to a kid, even if he is a brat. Yes, I did kill his father.
Why? What was that for?
One, goals, but also he idealized his father. His father was a part of the Navy. Do you know what the Navy does here? His father captured, tortured, and murdered hundreds of pirates. He wasn't an innocent man. He had the claim of justice, but he had just as much blood on his hands as I do. In this world, it's kill or be killed, dog eats dog, everyone's out for themselves, whether they want to believe it or not.
So were you just sparing the boy of a bad father?
No, I was doing what I had to do. I got into a conflict with his ship. He is a part of the Navy. He signed up for violence. I'm a pirate. I signed up for violence. A man signs up for the army. They go in expecting that they could die. It is part of literally our jobs to put our lives out there.
So it wasn't personal for you?
No, there was
Well,
nothing personal.
Well, it's obviously personal for him.
Of course, it's his dad. I don't begrudge him for being angry. But I'm not going to apologize for doing what I had to do at the time.
Do you feel you owe him anything? Right now, your friends are planning things.
As I expect.
So the question is, do we stay as a group or we don't?
I don't know.
Because all of this, all of us coming together, is for a reason.
Look, Frankie, I don't know what you want from me. I'm doing the best I can with what I have. Knowing what I know about my crew and this world, I can't just be honest and say I don't want to fight Jim. I can't just be honest. I can't tell my crew that. And I love you guys, but I have a responsibility to my crew. They've put their lives in my hands. So I'm torn between two parties who I do care about, both whom I have responsibilities for, and I'm torn. So tell me what you want me to do. What would you do in my situation?
Then trust us.
I do trust you.
Then let us be that other voice.
I do trust you, Frankie.
Let us be that other voice. Let me go back to the rest of the group and let them know where your head is at. Because I don't think they know. They're so
Yes.
completely clueless about your intentions here.
Frankie, if you want to tell them, go ahead. But don't let the crew hear you.
Okay.
You
no,
have to
that's-
be so careful here. I don't want to lose one of you again.
If we stick together, no one else has to die.
If we
Okay.
piss off the pirate crew, we are outnumbered heavily. I'm trying to be
Well-
logical here.
Let's all work together to not piss them off then. That's the key.
You can tell them where my head is and what I've told you. But you have to let them know we have to keep up the act. We have to.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell Sam's planning with Jim and them, because he's always planning something. But you need to tell him to tread carefully, or a lot of people could die. I doubt he has the best intentions, but it's dangerous. I didn't want Jim coming with us because I wanted to keep him safe.
Understood. Understood, my father. I came here because I trust you. Like I trust everybody else. But we can only work together if we all know everything. So
If
let
you're-
me be that voice. Let me tell the group.
Okay.
You continue your role.
All right.
And I will let the others know.
All right.
and I will
Oh,
extend Black Powder's hand out.
y'all shake his hand, but
Shake it.
also point at the jacket where I put that letter. Don't read that unless something does happen.
Something
Like,
bad
I
happened.
unless I die. Only read that if I die.
Well, let's hope that never has to happen then.
Let's hope, but still.
Okay.
I figured it'd be best to put some affairs in order.
Let me go back to the others and let them know.
All right,
Because
I gotta go
otherwise this
deal with
can
the
get
rest.
ugly.
I gotta go deal with me crew, so.
Okay. And I'll find a moment where I'm far enough away from the rest of the Black Powder's crew so I can signal over the rest of my crew to let them know this whole event, that this is all just an act. I would go immediately to Sam and say, Sam, you don't have to worry. Like, Black Powder, this was all just an act to keep the face for his crew. He's not going to kill Jim.
So some of the questions that remain are, when Black Powder and the pirate crew get the treasure, what happens to everybody else then?
What do you mean exactly? What do you mean? Like, what is Black Powder going to do with us, with his crew? Like, that's his crew. That's his crew. He is the captain, and he has to maintain this facade of being bad and ruthless.
Which I understand, but they've taken prisoners. What's going to happen to the prisoners?
We'll say I did tell you guys what would happen to the prisoners before we came to this world.
Yeah.
I did tell you.
Yeah. So again, that is up to them. If you are now trying to say we have to save everybody, then we're going to have to make some tough choices here. We can do this, but we cannot do this under the umbrella that, Black Powder is behind it. It is something we are doing on our own. You understand? So that we can break out the prisoners and save them and save Jim. But this had nothing to do with Black Powder.
I hope so. We'll see.
Because Black Powder has to maintain
So if
image
he's to,
of ruthlessness.
if he's to maintain this image, and Jim tries something in front of his crew, then Jim could die.
We have
Because
to
that
talk to
puts-
Jim
Why would we talk to Jim?
to not try anything. Otherwise, it's going to get himself killed.
Did you see the look in his eyes? I don't think he cares.
I'll keep an eye on Jim as best
We
as I
need to
can.
stop him from doing something crazy that will get himself killed.
I'll keep an eye on Jim.
Yeah, it's easier to control one young boy than a whole crew of ruthless pirates. What do you think?
I'm happy to keep an eye on Jim.
Or we all die. And I don't want that.
Same.
Yeah.
If things don't look like they're going well, then we'll need to come up with plan C.
But for now, maybe we just trust Black Powder. Keep Jiminy away from him. And as you say, if things go awry, we just get the kid away from the crew. We somehow get the crew away from everyone else, and we hightail it out of there. And hopefully we can let Black Powder know what we're doing. Beyonce?
Yes, I mean, if anyone can probably pass messages easily between us would be Tori.
That's come.
So if we need to send a message quickly to Black Powder, then that's the way we can do it. But the key is to work together here, not divided. We've always been successful because we work together.
Speaking of divided, when you went to wave Lonic over, he didn't come.
Where's Lonic? He needs
No,
to be part of this conversation too, if we're all going to be on the same page.
Yeah, it's important he has my body.
Star will go look for Lonic. Ooh, out of character, where was he?
Lonic is standing on, what, I don't know the nautical term, but basically just like a breached boulder, just like staring at the sea.
Link? Link?
He just turns his head slowly. And then he sees it's you and he smiles a little bit.
Hey, listen. I need you to come with me.
Hey, listen. I'm sorry. Hey, listen.
Why?
There are things you need to know. But for now, Link, open your eyes and listen to what I'm saying. Follow me. Just listen. Follow me. And you'll find out why.
I don't trust you. And he follows.
Okay, you followed the... Yes, go ahead. You follow the pixie who just said, hey, listen. Go ahead.
Black powder.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Link back to the group so he can be updated on what the happenings are.
So I'm assuming they'll fill you in on everything, Lonic, at this point.
All right.
I'm assuming.
Lonic doesn't really say much of anything. He seems distant.
We need to know that you're on board for this, Lonic. Can you please say something?
I won't help when I'm needed. I don't trust some of you. I know some of you trust me. And others probably want to see me alive.
No one wants to see you dead, Lonic.
Definitely don't want you to kill my body.
Let's make that very clear. No one wants you dead. We need you.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
That's the lie. He looks towards Frankie and just gestures at his body, at Frankie's body. That's the lie. This, not this.
I would like for everyone in this conversation to roll a perception seeing -4 penalty, please.
Bananas.
Help me. Please roll good from me.
I'm rolling for Lonic first.
Okay.
Frankie can't see.
Lonic failed, I'm sorry. And then Tori...
On you guys.
Oh, we all
You
failed.
said perception?
Okay. Perception seeing, yes.
Perception, seeing.
We're involved in this conversation to notice anything.
Right!
Yeah, none
We're
of us.
so in it. We're so
None
in
of
it.
you.
All of
Okay.
you rolled so bad.
All right.
Oh no.
No one
Keep
knows.
going. That's fine. We can move on.
Oh,
Nobody
no.
saw anything.
Oh no.
Pajamas.
We got pog picketed and everything. Like.
I do have reflexes, though, to avoid any surprises.
Oh. I was gonna say technically Frankie could use his luck for that.
If you want to use your luck,
Because you get it every 30 minutes in game
-4
time.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
How many
All
times
right.
do I get to reroll?
You roll 2 more times
two
and
more
you take the
times
best.
and take the best.
Two more
my God.
times.
And you can do that every
That's
30
fast.
minutes in game.
Oh,
There you go.
critical success,
Yes.
baby.
Don't even
Oh,
need to
yeah.
roll anymore.
You see, Frankie, because of your sudden luck, you see it happens so fast, but something like whizzing away, very quickly whizzing away, and you can clearly, with a critical success, see that it was Gregor whizzing away from where you all were just now.
I let the group know we had an eavesdropper. It was Gregor.
Sam,
We need to talk to him ASAP.
Sam, do we still have
That's
the
a
map?
solution.
Gave it to Black Powder.
Okay.
We need to talk to Gregor like now. Like now.
We're gonna get all the pirates on us. Tori, go possess him.
Yeah, we need to talk.
I got it.
We need to contain this. Contain
Okay.
it now. He went in that direction. Did I know what direction he went?
You know what direction he went, but
Yeah.
he's really fast. Who knows where he is
He
now?
went in
Oh, yeah,
that
he's
direction.
Lonic right now.
Really fast. I mean, and it's nighttime,
it's-
so
Finding the needle in a haystack, but I'll give it a shot. I'm up all night.
yeah. Roll perception seeing. Perception search. Perception search. I want to see how you do.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Okay. So, I'm assuming everybody will eventually fall asleep. And I mean, I'm gonna say that Tori spends the entire time scouring the island, trying to find Gregor, but he's so fast that maybe you might even come close to where he is, but he can just probably zip away, you realize. So if he doesn't want to be found,
I will say,
probably won't be found.
I will say that this form of Lonic isn't nearly as fast as his base form. He is
Okay.
still extremely fast, but
Okay.
I would just did want to point that out. He can't run at the speed of sound in this form. He can run like a quarter speed of sound.
I don't think he needs to run that fast. to
Nope.
Still
avoid-
faster than me. so.
Still faster than, yeah. And
Oh
with a
yeah,
fail- with that-
much faster than all of
with
us.
with a failed perception check, I don't think Tori's going to be able to
Yep.
see.
I wasn't contesting the roll. I just wanted to point that out.
However, I would say around midnight, Tori, while you're still in the middle of the searching, you feel really strange. Really, really strange. And for the very first time, you start to regain the feeling in your extremities, like the feeling in your fingers and your toes, which is a feeling that you haven't had since you died.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden, your body changes and morphs around you. Your head remains intact, but your body changes. And you realize, after about a few seconds of this transformation, that you are now in Sam's body.
Yeah, I look at my hands.
Amazing.
I'm just speechless.
But you are now corporeal. Your head is incorporeal. Your head is still ghost head,
Oh,
but
no.
physical body.
Ghost head, physical body.
I guess I have to go
Physical
walk.
body.
I have to walk back normally to
So
find.
So now you can grow tired, and now suddenly you feel hungry. Actually, for the first time, you're hungry again.
Yeah, how do
That
I eat?
is crazy. Yeah,
Oh.
just
We
pour
need to
it
get a
down.
funnel.
I don't know why my head just went like super body horror with this, because if her head is still translucent, you can just see like the
Just
connection
mad.
area, and so you just start pouring things directly down the gullet. It's like,
Like
oh,
a
that's
behead-
creepy.
It's a beheaded Sam.
It's a beheaded Sam. Yeah.
And
If
it's-
we had
I
a
for-
flashlight, we could figure out what Sam had for lunch.
The headless detective.
Right. You can really mess with people and just make your head invisible. You can really mess with
Oh my god,
Wow.
please do it.
Ooh, that
So
might
many
come up.
opportunities.
Well, that might be one way to terrify Gregor.
Right?
All right.
Oh.
I will. Am I black and white?
You
Or is
are
it in
black
color?
and white.
Okay,
You are
that's
black
the
and white.
scariest part to her.
Just your body. Only your body. Only your body is black and white.
I will walk back to the group
Yep, you walk back to the group.
and wake Sam up. I guess I kind of have to nudge his
Yeah.
head.
You'll get to Sam and you'll find Sam's head, but it appears to be attached to a teenage boy's body.
Oh my
Teenage boy's
god.
body.
Oh, so Jim's on
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Lord.
Everything's going bad.
This
Well, he didn't see
Sam.
your death.
Sam, wake up.
Now it's gonna be hard to hold him.
Sam, you wake up.
Corey, that's... Wow.
Sam, you feel
Oh.
shorter, slightly shorter, and not as muscular.
Yeah, we gotta go check on Jim. Definitely go to find
Let's
where
go
Jim
find
is
Jim. So we go to find Jim.
Yeah, roll a search, please.
Oh no. 10 out of 12 for me.
And Joe got a 13 out of 15. Okay, so you're gonna scour around. You're first gonna go where Jim was setting up to sleep. He's not there. And when you start searching around the camp area, there doesn't seem to be sign of him, so you're pretty convinced with that successful search roll that he's not currently in camp at all, or anywhere in the vicinity of the camp at the moment.
On the hell.
This is bad.
This is so bad. Are we all awake too? Or you just did you guys?
No,
just wait?
this is middle of the night. This is middle of the night,
Okay,
so you're asleep for those of you who sleep.
This is really, really bad, Sam. Jim and Gregor. I couldn't find Gregor. He's way too fast. I have a bad feeling that maybe Gregor took Jim with him to go look for the treasure.
Okay, a couple of pros. With that body, you may be able to use your flavor ball.
Okay, yeah, I'll, do you have it?
It's in your possession. It's in
Yeah.
Sam's
Oh, yeah.
possession.
Your
You have it.
Two.
You actually
I
have
wonder
two
what
of
would
them.
happen if you
have
used
two.
two at once.
Oh.
I was curious after that whole thing if we could use each other's flavor balls, but I will hand Sam his flavor ball, the red one. Okay. Good to know. We need to tell the others.
Yeah, we'll start.
My ghost body, he can do all sorts of crazy shit. This is not good.
All right, let's wake up the group. You start with Frankie. I'll start with Star. I'll get Star to wake up Lonic, and you get Frankie to wake up Black Powder.
Wake, Black Powder, wake up. We have a problem.
And talk. And I'll go away from the rest of the main crew again. And meet up with everyone else.
Star will be like, Link, open your eyes. Link, open your eyes.
I don't feel like I'm back at home again.
Wake up, Link. You need to wake up.
I'm asleep.
Oh my god. This is so amazing.
Oh man.
The funniest part is Star's not even in his pixie body.
Oh,
It's Black Powder.
He's in Gregor's body.
Oh, Gregor, right.
Gregor's body, yeah.
I forgot Frankie is in Black Powder's body, so he's Black Powder.
oh my goodness. And we'll join everyone else.
Black Powder. Jim has my body. And him and Gregor are nowhere to be found.
What?
Jim is...
No, I heard you. I'm hoping you said it wrong.
Nope.
It's Sam.
I
He has his body. He has
All
Jim's
right,
body.
so I could expect Jim to maybe run off when getting a ghost body. The lad is very energetic. Gregor, though?
You said you didn't trust him, right?
Uh-huh. My question is, why would he run off?
You overheard the little conversation I had.
Oh, Frankie!
What? I was trying to be
I-
really good about it, and I only called our friends over, and I thought we were like being really quiet, but he's like so fast. He's like so fast.
Really sorry.
Like he's turning into like a little kid, like with dad. Like, I'm so sorry, daddy. I'm so sorry, daddy.
If
I just sit down and just like put my head in my hands for a minute.
We totally got this. And then I look over at Sam like,
It's okay. This is fine. This is fine.
totally got this. Sam, any ideas?
if we're
Daddy number
if
2.
we're fighting me,
All right, dude.
if we're fighting me, there's something you don't need to know, and that's that tying me up works really well because of my gills.
Good to know. Catching a ghost gym could be tricky. All right. Do we know if they left together or separately?
Separate.
Separate, I think. I don't know
There's
because
no way to know.
they both were gone.
Okay.
But I have a feeling they could have gone together.
You have to move fast,
All right.
like right now.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Okay.
All right. Let me get my crew.
You got one no vote.
Let me get my crew set up. If they haven't been told anything by Gregor, that may not be too much of a problem. I'll just tell them to wait here. We might be dealing with a mutiny. I'll tell them to keep camp and keep watch. And we'll go out scouting. The spot where you know Gregor left. Did you see him leave, or did you just notice he was gone? What exactly?
Ran.
He just ran. So, did you see him run?
Yeah. Really
Alright.
fast.
Find where and see if you can find tracks. Fast or
I
not,
looked
leave
all over the
tracks.
place.
Can we try looking?
Yeah,
Yes,
like scour
please.
for tracks. I'm gonna go get my crew settled and get them, and I'll
Can
meet you
we all-
there.
Can we all do a search?
Yeah, you're gonna. It's nighttime still, in the middle of the night, so you're gonna get a -2 penalty.
I mean, light a torch if you need to. I have plenty
Yeah.
in my person.
yeah. I mean, that I'm assuming with the torches, it's only -2 as opposed to like a -4.
Okay.
I succeed. Frankie succeeds.
I failed.
I succeed.
Yeah, those of you succeed. You will find some tracks that seem to be moving to the northwest, direction. I mean, you can follow the tracks, but then you'd have to leave the camp basically and go into the woods or the jungle. It's basically a jungle area in the northwest from where you are in the shore.
But it's in the direction of the treasure.
You can
You
presume.
would assume, yeah. So it's in that direction. Black powder, it looks like it could be running towards the treasure.
Yeah, I'll assume I got my crew all set up. Like they're gonna stay here and keep watch while we're dealing with this. I don't want the crew going anywhere. I don't want it getting split up even more. So I'll meet up with you guys. All right, if they're going for the treasure, then they would have to cross water. Are any of the boats missing?
No, none of the boats are missing. None of the boats seem to be missing.
In that case, Jim could probably float, but if Gregor had to go, he would have had to walk either around or under the water. Either way, it's going to be slow. Because water, there's resistance there. Walking.
That would have been hard in that form because, as I'm sure none of you know, I breathe more in that form than others.
So, chances are Gregor went under.
If he didn't figure it out.
So, let's grab a skiff and start making our way to that island. If that's their destination, we want to meet them there. Following verbatim won't work.
Samsung, I have an idea of how we could stop Casper's body.
Yes, please.
When we were in Nancy Drew's world, the priest did the thing and it affected Casper.
That's great, but I don't think anyone here's a holy man.
You
So
have holy water?
I'm not a priest. I don't know how to bless things.
What about a gospel? I know one back home.
Worth a shot.
Okay.
I don't know what effect it will have. I don't know if it needs to be
Will
a
it
priest who
hurt
does it.
the
But it
ghost
hurt
body?
Tori?
Hopefully, just slow them down.
I got really, really tired when I went through
I
it.
mean,
So
if it's just her body, though, then maybe his head will still be corporeal. I hate it, but like hold him by the hair if need be. Better than him running in and getting killed somehow, or getting Tori killed again, or both. Like, we'll have to deal with that when we get to it. For now, we have to find him. So let's grab a skiff and start making our way to that island.
okay.
Aye.
Okay. So you're gonna start. You're gonna take one of the boats, and from my understanding, you're gonna try to boat your way over to the island, as in bypassing the jungle. Is that my understanding?
Well, cause I said we would have set up camp like around here.
Have a
Oh,
have a
I didn't
crazy-
realize
Yeah,
you
we
were.
would have had to
you
go
were
all the way through before setting up camp.
I see. Okay.
So-
Sorry, I did not understand that you were not.
Yeah, because originally
Okay.
my plan was to set sail, hit the water literally the next morning.
Okay, that is fine. Then, okay.
Yeah. So
That's fine. So you're going to start setting up towards that. Okay, towards that island looking
yeah,
thing.
to this.
Okay.
I have a crazy suggestion.
Hmm.
Could we use the attraction note?
On
I
who?
have
I
the
don't
flux
know.
conductor now. If we need to use it.
That might be good once we're there, because only one person can use it, and it's a very short amount of
But
time.
maybe the attraction note can buy us some time. Either with
Uh,
Gregor or Jim. I don't know. who.
I would say just Gregor, because Jim is a kid. That'd be weird. So probably Gregor.
Okay.
The cup?
I guess I have that too.
Yeah, it's on Sam's body.
Sam, you want to hold this?
And then that
Sure.
way we can at least again buy time to stop them from getting to the treasure. So like if we could just like, ooh, maybe Gregor's attracted to black powder. Ooh.
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 Handle!
What would that one be called? Right. I mean, it's worth a shot.
So, are you going to use the attraction note? So you're going to put Gregor's name, is that my understanding? And you can't put black powder.
But they know my real
explicitly.
name, so they can put Reg
Right.
Buddy.
Blend it, and put older man's head on, a pixie's
So you
body,
fall in love with pixies.
so that it's black powder now, but won't be black powder later.
Ooh.
That works, actually. So an older man's head on a pixie's body.
Okay, so attracted to older men's heads on a pixie body. Okay, that's what the attraction note says.
So weird.
That is a really specific kink.
This has
All
gotten
right.
so crazy. but
At
I
least
love
we
it.
don't have any of Brandon's sexy children here.
There you go. That part.
You okay? So
Sorry, censor nuts.
you create this new fetish apparently in the attraction note. Because I don't think that's ever been invented until now.
Right?
The old man head and a
I
pixie
mean,
body.
what- I mean, what's the rule? If there, if there's a thing, there's a kink for it. Like,
Rule
Yeah.
34.
I bet you
There it
someone,
is.
someone
It
has
is.
already roleplayed this. Someone has already done it.
There's fan fiction out there.
100%.
I cannot see it.
Yes. So you go ahead and write Gregor's name with that attraction description, and again you will see the what looks like, the Cupid looking creature, and he's going to fire an arrow, and the arrow will fly off, and then the creature will disappear, and you believe it worked. So we'll see what happens with that later. So you're gonna make your way. You're gonna take the boat and you're gonna travel to that island that you were talking about.
yeah, be
Okay.
very careful because I know boating in the dark is hard.
I gotcha.
Dangerous.
And is it just gonna be the 6 of you then?
Yeah, not bringing any
Okay.
of the crew because I don't want them getting caught in any of this shit.
You will travel through the water. I'm gonna say somebody's probably gonna have to do a boating check.
I have sailing.
Okay. Who has your body?
Frankie does. I believe I have sailing. I'll
All right.
double check though. Thought I did.
Frankie,
Oh, I was looking
roll black powder sailing.
Handling. but
Ship
that's an
handling.
IQ skill.
Ship handling.
at ship handling.
Oh, it's an IQ skill?
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
but I mean,
an
I can
IQ
still hit it if you want me to.
I was gonna say I can do it. If
Yeah,
if it's an IQ, then I would do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep, you're fine. You will be able to make it really easily, even in the night, over to that part of the island, and it's a pretty small, like, bit of land, and it's not going to take long for you to scour through it. What you will end up finding, other than various like other weird, strange creatures, is at the very center of this place seems to be a hot spring of some sort. It's a hot spring of some sort.
When we first came on shore, did I see any signs of somebody exiting water? Because normally there's a lot of wetness, footprints. It's really visible when somebody exits water.
You actually don't. You actually don't see any signs of that.
Okay. Lonic, can you do your ping thing?
It might be useful now that my definition's changed.
So you're going to use your ping, but your treasure is different, right?
His treasure is now the people that he cares about, which are currently Star, Tori, and actually, I wonder if it would ping their body.
That's what I'm wondering.
That's a thought. So there would be a ping for Tori's head and Tori's body. That one would share Sam's body. There would be a separate ping for Sam's head, and then there would be two pings, one for Star's body and one for Star's head.
Okay. I think that's a lot of pings, though.
Yeah, like
There's
I think that's a...
because I was hoping like
now.
if you'd be able to locate either your own body or Tori's body.
Can we just say, just so it's not too powerful, to say that it'll ping the closest thing that you consider a treasure? Because I think having multiple pings is a little too overpowered.
If that's your ruling, then yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so basically the ping is happening right where you all are.
Alright.
Alright. If you can get me close, it might not work.
That's the thing, we don't know exactly what we're looking for at this point. Black Powder just starts kind of pacing. He seems really agitated right now.
Anyone who's there, roll a perception scene.
Okay.
Yeah, Lonic and Tori pass.
Lonic and Tori, you're going to find a very old sign next to the springs. It looks like a whole bunch of... The reason you didn't see it right away is because it's been overgrown, and so it was covering part of the sign. But it's written in a language... What languages do you all know other than Japanese and English? Do we know any other languages? No?
Lonic can only read Japanese.
Okay. It's written in a language you don't understand. You can try to figure out the gist of it if you have, like, linguistics, or if you want to do a raw IQ, you can try to figure out what the sign kind of says.
I was gonna say, can I at least figure out maybe what kind of language it is in case I've seen something like it before in my adventures?
Yeah, go ahead. Whatever role you think is appropriate.
Alright, I don't know if my eidetic memory would help with that at all, because I would remember it, but I can just do a blank IQ, I guess.
I'm gonna
Exactly.
try too.
I got exactly on it.
And I failed.
I don't know what I don't know if poetry would help in any kind of way. Like,
I got a straight IQ 9 out of 12, and then I was gonna roll for Lonic too.
Lonic's not very smart, so...
No, still gonna try.
So, for Black
he actually
Powder's roll, whatever the in your universe, It's basically a think Polynesian tribal language, Polynesian language of some sort, whatever that is in your world.
It would probably be Polynesian.
Sure, Polynesian
Yeah.
is what it's written on it. And then these other checks are to try to figure out kind of what it's saying. Is that what everybody's saying? Who
Yeah,
succeeded
me
the
and
most?
me and Lonnet about the same. Because
Okay.
it was one away. Yeah.
You can make out the word that you think means cleanse. You can think cleanse, and then another word that you think means, it might mean fortune. So yeah, all you're able to do is make out two words: cleanse and fortune. Maybe you're a lot less confident on the word fortune though.
At a stone.
It says.
Pretty sure cleanse actually means cleanse.
One word says cleanse, the other fortune.
It seems like it wants us to get dirty.
I was gonna say, if I can hold the torch like over the water, not drop it in, but can I get a vague idea of how deep it is by how quickly it gets dark?
Yeah, it only goes waist up.
Not
It
very
only
deep.
goes hot spring only goes waist up. It's not that deep at all. It looks very inviting. It looks very warm.
Should we get in it?
Yeah.
Could be some
Frankie
sort of
starts-
test.
Frankie starts to go into the water.
Frankie will go into the water if nobody stops him. And first of all, the water feels very warm and soothing and a little tingly. Not in a bad way. Just like, ooh. And nothing bad seems to be happening to you when you dip your toe in or your leg in or whatever you're putting in. It feels very inviting.
Does my arm get better? Because it's still a little necrotic.
Are you putting it in?
Yeah, well.
You're putting your bread, yeah, and you're going to put it in, and the necrotic blackness starts to recede and heals.
Look!
Lonnet,
It's
why don't
getting
you
better!
That's
Magic water.
cleansing. Lonic, it might be a good idea for you to take a dip. If it can maybe get rid of curses.
Probably not.
And Lonix in.
You go in, Lonic, and again, it feels super soothing. The mud that's like underneath probably like exfoliates your skin a bit, so opens up those pores. But you suddenly lose the urge to hug everybody, and you feel like you'll have a lot easier time speaking to people now without lying all the time.
Lonic is going to attempt to remove the belt around Frankie's waist, around his waist. Is
Yep,
he
you
able
will
to do that?
Very easily remove the belt. Very easily.
Alright,
Star,
this is
jump in.
Star's gonna grab Star's gonna grab the hand of Black Powder and say, let's get in the water together and see what happens.
good idea. I'll go down, and I'll actually go fully underwater, so it also hits the head.
Yeah.
Star does the same.
Okay. We will go out underwater.
Oh, and also I'll motion Frankie to do the same because it's my body. Don't want just a floating head somewhere.
Yeah.
Or everyone
So
together.
first of all, Star, you feel like you no longer are forgetting people's names anymore. Forgetting what their real names. And Black Powder, when you dunk your head, your eye, the one that's bad, starts to feel tingly, but not in a bad way.
What about my leg? Because Frankie has my body. Is his leg feeling different?
Yeah, your leg is feeling different at the moment, Frankie.
Oh my goodness.
Did we find the Fountain of Youth?
I'll pop my head back up. Can I see out of my eye again?
You'll look out and yeah, you can see just fine out of your eye.
I have decent vision again!
You have good vision. You can remove that. You have decent
I can
vision.
move. Oh my gosh, this is gonna remove like 4 disadvantages I have.
Oh, yeah, your physical ones, yeah.
Yeah, because
No, the thing that though about I have to retrace my steps a little bit. So with Black Powder's leg, it actually is amputated off.
yeah, it's gone.
Okay,
Mhm.
so the bad news is it doesn't regenerate limbs.
Okay.
So ignore what I said about your leg. It doesn't just magically create a new
Okay.
leg. So if it's off, it's off. So
Okay, but the eye is back.
but the eye is back.
So he's still missing
The
a
eye
leg
is
and
back.
missing a finger. Good to know. And is this going to be a permanent thing? I want to know so I can delete it off my sheet.
Yes.
For
Hold
right
on
now,
to it for now.
For right now, assume it's a permanent thing.
Okay.
Okay.
For right now, assume it is.
So when Star
Great.
right,
I wonder if this is this world's artifact.
Kind of hard to walk around with a whole bloody hot spring.
Well, it might not be able to come with us, but it's certainly powerful.
Certainly. Because Star, me, and Frankie were all did our heads swap back.
No, that
Okay.
did not change. Unfortunately, that did not change.
Oh.
That's still.
I can live with this. I can live with this a whole lot, I tell you what.
All right. Well,
Roll an IQ, Black Powder.
okay. Do IQ 13 out of 14.
So, this is an amazing find, but your gut is telling you that this isn't the real Atoll of Whispers treasure. You don't think this is actually the treasure, but it's a really cool find.
There's more to this.
Speaking of find,
We still have to find Gregor. Them. But right now, any injuries, any curses, let's get rid of them now. That'll make things go easier going forward.
Wannick just shudders a sigh of relief.
I was gonna say, would Black Powder's be back at full health too, body-wise?
It doesn't heal health.
Okay,
So,
good to know.
but it basically gets rid of status ailments and
Okay.
I considered your half blindness a status ailment, quote
Yeah.
unquote.
No, I was asking because
but
Black Powder's taken some damage over the last couple of days.
right, but no, unfortunately, it doesn't heal wounds.
Gotcha.
I would say.
It removes negative buffs.
Right.
Good to
The arm thing is poison, and poison's a status ailment.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Gotcha. All right. All right.
So
So
where does it say on the map where the treasure is? It's right here, right?
it says it's on this island, but for all we know, it could have just been. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
Here's
I'm putting
the-
something together.
question.
Wait, let's hear back Black Powder.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Lonic, real fast.
Well, this is an out of character question. I was just going to ask Hart if this heals emotional damage.
I mean, I don't think it would.
I was just curious because, like, Lonix he's healed a little bit by Sam earlier, but he's dealing with a lot of stress, and I was wondering if he would be less stressed while in the water.
I mean, 100%. It's a very soothing springs, so 100% it would help reduce your stress. Yes, that. But that's less magical and more of the natural physical comfort of the hot spring.
All right, I was just curious about that. I'm sorry for taking the torch away from you there, Fist.
No, it's okay. I think we both started talking at the same time, so.
Yeah.
All right. Just like in Sam's world, I'm starting to notice a pattern here. First X we went to quicksand. The second X is an active volcano. This one is water. Earth, fire, water.
Next would be wind, right?
Theoretically, if we've not found another map. But
Thankfully, that's the pattern in most video games.
Yeah. But the question is, where would Wind be?
We can't fly.
I can.
Oh,
I buzz my little wings. But
you can fly.
yeah, you not look
Just
around.
assume that there's another map.
I honestly, at this point, I don't think it'd be out of place. Let's look around, see if you lot can find anything else out of the ordinary. I'm gonna fly up and see if I can see anything from the air.
Can we just all do like searches around here?
Just look for footprints, anything out of place.
Yeah, like
Sure. I will roll for Lonic.
Yes.
10 out of 10 for Lonic.
Star got an 8.
And Tori got 11 out of 12.
Yes!
So we both passed, but not by a lot. Your
Flying
rolls are
above.
turning around now.
I rolled an 8 out of 10 because I can see now.
Black powder. So the sun is risen. At least there's light now by this point. And so those of you who are on the island, you're not going to find anything different on the island. There's nothing else that's of interest other than the springs. However, for a black powder, looking back to where your camp was, you do see some activity happening that is a little bit more fascinating, and because it's so obnoxiously bright, you see a bright pink hat, a really bright pink hat amongst the group here, like in that part of the island that wasn't there before.
I'm gonna fly back down. I'm just gonna land on like Frankie's shoulder.
So Lonic's shoulder.
Like Frankie with Black Powder's body shoulder.
I'm
gonna refer to
That'd
everyone.
be funny.
I'm gonna refer to everyone by their head.
Okay, I gotcha.
An old friend showing up, it looks like.
old friend. What do you mean, old friend?
An old pirate who I may have marooned at one point.
Oh.
I should have. This is a point where I should have just killed him. He's such an annoyance.
Where is your friend?
Yeah.
He ain't a friend. Not really. His name is Redcap, but he's colorblind. He got cursed. He was also looking for the atoll. He actually mutinied my ship, or commandeered my ship at one point, but then we kind of reversed it and mutinied his. Took a lot of his old crew, because he was an idiot. Gregor used to be a part of his crew. That's why I never trusted the lad.
Now, this all makes sense.
It does.
But they're on the island?
They're back at the old camp.
So
I think we're on our own.
and that means
I don't know if the crew will join him. At least not the old ones. But the new crew may go back to their old captain.
Well, yeah, especially if they overheard Frankie. Yeah.
What's more important here? The treasure or your crew?
Yeah.
Jim.
Mm-hmm.
You and I are in total agreement.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Fact is, that captain will kill him. And every other prisoner on that ship.
So then it's settled. We have to go back and
Except
Jim.
we don't know where Jim is. Jim
But we-
vanished.
But we know where Red Cap is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But we don't know if Jim's there.
Jim
Because
has
Jim has Tori's body, which means he can evade capture pretty easily right now. So I'm not going to be too worried. He's a very smart lad, and he has some.
and
good
Gregor has
tools.
mine.
Gregor honestly is a bigger threat, I think, right now. Red Cap is.
The
Red Cap's
treasure
an
can be
idiot.
leverage.
The treasure, I think, is where we may find everyone.
Well, yeah, we use it as
Because-
leverage.
everyone's going for the treasure.
Exactly. So we find it first. We're right here.
But we don't know if this is where the treasure is. That's the thing. We keep getting all these different messages, different maps. This pool is cool, but I don't think it's the treasure. And something's telling me that the treasure's not here. Right here.
It's like on another part of the island.
That's what I'm gonna guess at this point, considering all the different X's have led to different things.
Where else haven't
Where?
we gone?
We haven't looked in the volcano yet, but staring into a volcano can be very dangerous.
But I thought we said that was not a good place to go.
Exactly. So, right now we had one X. I believe the X was here. Then we had one here. And then we have the one in the volcano.
Yeah.
Yes, so
We
we
have-
have to the other corner of the map.
We haven't traveled over here at all,
No.
nor this coast. Or really this coast. We still haven't explored any of this part of the island.
Wherever we go, we should probably stick together
I agree.
this time.
If he's with the crew, though, will they try to take back the ship
Oh,
and leave us
probably.
here stranded?
Well, actually, if Redcap's here, that means he probably brought his own ship. Because he didn't come sailing with us.
You said the other element is wind. So where do you get the best wind?
On the open sea. Or up in the mountains.
On an island, where do you get the best wind?
Roll an IQ, everyone.
Okay.
Anyone who succeeded, since you're all talking about wind, anyone who succeeded, you can decide if this is important or not, but this part of the map where the camp was particularly windy.
I think we might need to head back to camp. Let's come in from this direction, though. Not sail directly in.
Avoid detection.
Avoid detection, hide in the forest. I can fly over and see if I can get an idea of what everyone's doing there. See if I see Jim, if he's there.
Okay.
Black powder. If I may, you may be able to cover more ground if you can split up.
How do you do that? I still don't know how your stuff works, Star.
Okay.
So far, it's been accidental, pretty much.
Well, happy accidents. In order to split up, you have to focus on a single emotion. Rather if that's, intuition, anger, love, sadness, fear, or hope. Focus on that one emotion and it'll break you up.
That might be hard for me.
What's the emotion you feel the most right now?
Anger.
Focus
That's
on
anger.
it. Focus.
Alright, I will try to focus.
Think about how pissed you are, but go.
You will focus on your anger, Black Powder, and within a few seconds, you feel this weird sensation where you're splitting into two of you. It's probably unlike anything you've ever felt before. And the original body, you just feel like this weight being lifted off because all of your anger and rage is literally being separated from you. So you actually feel a little bit more serene. However, there is a very angry Black Powder now who's very red, who has managed to split away from you. So how is this very angry Black Powder talking, acting, behaving right now?
So when Black Powder is actually really mad, he's very quiet.
Okay, so you're seething.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he's very much just kind of standing there, just fists clenched, jaw clenched, and just almost too calm. Like when your mom gets really pissed at you and she suddenly gets very quiet and very calm, and shit, I fucked up. That's Black Powder.
So, yes. So, Thistle, you as Black Powder Alpha, is seeing angry Black Powder Beta, and whatever anger that you used to have Alpha doesn't have it right now, at the moment. So how are you reacting to yourself, I guess?
That's weird. I'm sorry, Star, but it's weird.
It's magic.
All right. Well. All right. Does anyone else have any other ideas before we do our scout?
I'm a little worried to leave the hot spring, if I'm being honest.
Understandable. But unfortunately, I don't think we can just stay here.
Well, I'm not holding the cursed items anymore, so maybe.
So far, my eye seems to be staying, so hopefully the curse will be gone, stay gone for you. Right. Other than that, I guess let's go scout while you guys get ready to get back on the boat and start making your way to the side. And I'll meet up with you. I just want to see roughly what's going on.
Okay. So again, just so I understand, if you can point out where everybody's going.
So the rest of them are going to go this way to land roughly in this area without detection. I'm going to be flying way overhead to try and stay out of sight and come over and just kind of spy on the camp a little.
Okay. So that's you as in the Alpha.
Me and Anger are both
You
going to be
and
going.
Anger are going to both go. Okay, thank you. Okay. So, sure, you will fly over. I would like for you to roll a stealth. Black powder to not be seen. Because you are so small, give yourself a +4. A +4 bonus because you're so tiny. It's a +4, so I think you succeeded with the +4.
Yeah.
Okay? So you just made it. So you'll arrive and you are going to see that Redcap is there with a whole bunch of other people with him. His crew he's managed to build up another crew since the last time you saw him, and they seem to be very well armed. Redcap in particular seems to have two relatively impressive looking firearms, actually. 2 pistols on his sides right now, but they're not out at the moment, they're just holstered. And the rest of his crew seem to be similarly armed as well. Your crew seems to be conversing with Gregor, who has returned. And they've been talking. It seems like whatever's been going on since then, Gregor has been doing some catching up with his old captain from before, because remember, Gregor used to be one of Redcap's men. Redcap has right now a big map that he's looking at. And I will actually tell you that the map looks very similar to the other 3 Atoll of Whispers maps that you all have been collecting this whole time. If you want to see what the map looks like, I will have to ask you to roll another stealth with a +2 bonus instead of a +4 bonus to get a better look at the map, if you want to, without being seen.
Yes!
Oh!
Nice.
Yes, you will be able to see Redcap's map, which looks like that.
Alright, and do I see Jim anywhere near here? Any
You don't
sign
see
of
Jim.
Jim?
Unfortunately not. You do not see Jim.
Okay. Alright, in that case, I will fly back to my group. Just buzz away.
Yep, you can fly back. It looks like, though, that the entire horde now of pirates are preparing to make their way to that part of the island where that X is.
Alright. Yeah, as soon as I land back with them, I'm guessing they're still mid-sail as I land. I'm gonna land with alright, we're actually going in perfect direction because Redcap had a map too, and it's right where we're landing.
Okay.
But
So
the whole crew is coming as well. So we need to be fast and set some traps probably. Because they got some firearms. They got some new firearms. Gregor's back. The little bastard, I'm going to kill him myself. But we're going in the right direction, but we are going to run into resistance. Hate to say it, but we're going to have to fight. I mainly look at Tori. It's like, are you ready? Because I don't think we got a choice.
Yeah, I have to be.
Because she's solid right now, Blackpowder will actually, like, he can't hug her because he's so small, but he will, like, put a hand on her shoulder.
Aww.
And she'll look up at him and just nod like, yeah. No, I said I would have your back. So
Lonic looks at Tori. I promised I would protect you. And I'll do it, even if it means destroying my body.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
that is, yeah.
Go, I think, fight if we have to, but capture Gregor. Until we can figure out how to get Lonic his body back.